As you return to the to the church, you kind of bang the door open and everybody kind of just looks up at you.
I got it. I found it. Orlo's an idiot.
Well, that hardly seems charitable, if accurate.
It's accurate. Do what you do, holy man.
Roland's gonna walk up and take a closer look.
As you two, are you going with him as still Emmerin?
Yeah.
As you two walk forward, you see that they have this boy laid down on the ground, and the father is sitting there. He has this small medical kit. It's nothing extravagant, especially for either one of you. You would be very familiar with tools like this, and what they have is something that you would probably have in your packs at the moment. And he's trying to kind of pull some of the debris and things out of this wound on his hand. And it looks like he is missing his thumb.
Oh no.
Wonder how that happened.
Father, if I may, I may be of some assistance here.
He's an older gentleman, and he kind of looks up at you and he goes, and then he sees kind of what you are wearing, and he goes, and he kind of starts like looking down a little bit. If you could help, we'd be much obliged. It's just, the boy's he's in not good shape. He took his thumb off with a hammer.
He seems badly burned as well.
And the man that you would not know, but his name's Dundon, the blacksmith. He kind of looks up at you and goes, "That was my doing. He took it off and it was bleeding quite badly. I had to stop it somehow."
All right, Master Smith. Do you happen to have the offending digit?
I did forget that. That's probably laying on the ground still.
Okay.
Enter
Well,
Orlo.
the good news is we have a little bit of time. If we could send a runner to retrieve it, I may be able to reattach it with some effort.
I've been known to be a little quick. I'll go.
So,
Thank you, Emmerin.
So Orlo walks back into the bar. But as he steps back into the bar, finally on some like semi-solid ground, he feels something on his foot.
Is it squishy, Orlo?
So Orlo lifts up his foot. Like, wow, that's been there for a while. I thought it was just some rocks. And he lifts up his foot and looks. And there happens to be a thumb stuck to the bottom of his foot. So Orlo reaches down, picks it off, holds it in front of him, and just goes, "I bet they're looking for this."
What do you intend to do at this juncture, Orlo?
Hey, Laya, check out what I got made at the blacksmith. My spoons, I won't be able to lose them.
And as you're clanging them around, Gad looks up at you and he goes, why?
Because I don't want to lose them.
Orlo, please just shut up.
Also, I found a thumb.
What?
Yeah, look. It's I think the kid that made my spoons here, this holder for them, I think it's his.
Gad immediately throws up all over the table.
Do I throw up?
Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
10.
You manage to hold it together. Not particularly well, but you do.
Just a little more.
Anyway, I think they might be looking for this, so I'm gonna go try and find them. He just kind of ran off. I don't know where they went, so it might take me a minute to find them. So I turn around and like start heading out.
As you walk out the door, the barman yells behind you, "The chair!" And you don't hear the rest of it.
The churro stand?
He's got a churro stand?
They have churros.
There's always money in the churro stand.
Always money in the churro stand.
So yeah, I just kind of like walk out and I'm just holding this thumb just out.
You looking for a ride?
No, just in between my fingers, just walking around like this, just kind of looking around, like down the street, like around, like seeing if I could see anybody like running around looking for a thumb.
After a minute of you kind of just standing out, just surveying, you see Emmerin kind of just running down past you to where the blacksmith is.
Just holding this out. I'm like, hey, Emmerin, I found the thumb.
He just fucking skids to a stop. You found a what?
It's stuck to the bottom of my foot.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Orlo. He runs by and snatches the thumb out of his hand and then runs back to the church as fast as he can go.
Hey, that's not your thumb. I was trying to find who that belonged to.
Fuck off, Orlo!
Oh, that's mean. I was trying to be helpful.
Oh my god. Are you going to follow him, or are you just going to stand there?
No, I turn it back around and I go back in the bar.
Okay.
Hey, Laya. You'll never believe it.
I'm going back to bed and I just walk away.
And I follow her. And I'm like, you won't believe it. I went out there. I was looking for who this thumb belonged to. And Emmerin ran past and he was looking for a thumb. I wanted to return it to its rightful owner, but he snatched it from me and ran away. I don't know where he went.
That's fascinating. And I'll just close the door and just like put pressure against it and hope that he doesn't try to come in.
If only you still had the thumb, you could put it in between the door.
I just shrug and like turn around and go back downstairs and sit down. And get up. How you doing?
He just shakes his head and no, not good. I threw up.
I just grab 2 loaves that are nearby of bread and I just toss one to him and I start chewing on another one.
And he looks at it and he goes to take a bite and then he just goes, nope. And just sets it back down.
This poor barkeep watching these fucking Looney Tunes come in and just wreck the place.
We haven't
Giant
broken
elephant
anything.
man carries a severed thumb into the bar where the food is.
To be fair,
To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair.
you paid him enough money. You could burn the bar down and he probably wouldn't care.
This dude definitely thinks we're assholes.
That I didn't say.
What if someone came into your bar and like laid $10,000 on the bar, but then his buddy puked everywhere?
I'd clean it up. I would let him.
He did
Whatever.
not-
Fuck it.
Let's do 1960s Rolling Stones on this bitch. Let's go.
So Gad's not doing well. And he's just sitting next to you and just kind of rubbing his head, and he just lays his face on the bar. Or on the table and goes, I'm gonna go back to sleep now.
Does he go to sleep?
He
at
goes
the
to
table?
sleep immediately. He passes out. Emmerin, you make your way back to the church immediately. Thumb in hand. You get stopped by a man in a cart, and he asks if you want to ride, but you continue on. It's fine.
Episode's fucking killing me.
He keeps calling you sailor.
And as you return to the church, you kind of bang the door open, and everybody kind of just looks up at you.
I got it. I found it. Orlo's an idiot.
Well, that hardly seems charitable, if accurate.
It's accurate. Do what you do, holy man.
Roland's kind of cradling this boy's head in his arms, just can you tell me what happened? You're being very brave, that sort of thing. And he takes the thumb. Emmerin, this looks like shit. This looks like somebody stepped on it.
That's because somebody did, Roland. That's because somebody did. Did you hear the first fucking thing I said when I walked into church?
You said Orlo was an idiot, which I mean. Oh, okay.
Emmerin just puts his finger on his nose.
I don't see why we need to bring his nose into things. He can't help that. So
It's a very serious nose.
it's not an amateur's nose. So Roland's going to he's going to take this poor little boy's burned hand and put the smashed up thumb, and like if you're doing the reverse of that trick you play on little kids where you pretend to like pull your thumb. He holds the thumb against the stub, and he's first he's gonna spit on the end of the thumb, and he's gonna put it on the stub, and he's gonna kind of like in a way that would be almost like a strike to the hand. He's going to say Illegatimus no carborundum. And he's going to cast is it Cure Light Wounds? Is that a 5e spell?
Yeah, cure wounds.
Cure Wounds.
And as you smash this this detached thumb into this poor boy's burned, horrible hand.
How do I hold on? Sorry.
You're
He
good.
doesn't have Cure Wounds? What the fuck kind of
You as
I've got
paladin, you'll have
lesser
lay on
restoration.
You
Lay on hands. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing. Same thing.
Yeah.
Cure Wounds. What am I, a cleric? I lay on hands.
You literally, thumbs more specifically.
Well, lay thumbs on hands.
I lay hands on?
Lay on thumbs.
Lay on thumbs.
Thumbs on hands.
Thumbs on hands.
I don't know. Third base.
Who's on third?
First base.
And you slam this finger into this horribly burned, mangled rest of his hand, and he kind of goes, and then he goes, oh, that feels better. And as you remove your hands from his hand, he goes, oh. And
There it is.
The priest and the blacksmith both kind of look at him and look at the thumb and then look at you and go, well done. That's yep. I could. That's better than I could have done.
Gave you a thumbs up, you might say.
Not
Too soon.
Too soon.
is that too soon? It happened 6 seconds ago.
Roland's gonna look down at the boy and he's gonna like pat him on his head and say, well, I'm glad that worked out. Last time I put the thumb on the wrong way. He's gonna wink.
The boy goes, huh? And then passes out.
The fact that he was still conscious is pretty admirable.
He's strong enough to smash his whole thumb off of his hand with a single stroke of a hammer.
And then have the
13-year-old
hand
swole as
cauterized.
fuck.
So you're now standing in the middle of on the at the front of the church. Everybody's kind of sitting around and has gotten up. They wake the boy up. They kind of splash some water on his face. And the boy sits there for a second and kind of looks you up and down and goes, please forgive me, sir, but I've got to ask, what is it that you are? What do you do? Is that what's the that was very impressive.
Well, you see, he looks for the large rocks and sometimes wood. He's really good at that.
My name is Sir Roland. I'm a chevalier of the Order of the Fleur Blanc, and I'm one of the premier wood seekers in this land. And Roland kind of, again, he kind of like chucks the boy on the shoulder. He goes, "I'm a chevalier, son, a paladin."
Oh, I've heard of that. That's quite impressive.
You could be one too if you find that smithy isn't your field of well.
I mean, it doesn't seem to be going well so far.
Oh, we've all lost a thumb here and there.
Yeah, I feel like swords might be a bit more dangerous than just a hammer.
I don't know about that. I've seen some hammers do some pretty nasty things in my time.
Then he holds up his thumb and goes, "Yeah, Me too.
But you are, if nothing else, a strong lad. And if you find in your time that the life of a small town smith doesn't suit you, I encourage you to seek out the Fleur Blanc. We could use someone like you in all ranks.
He goes, "Oh, that means quite a lot, sir. I really do appreciate it. Maybe I'll do that."
Then Roland kind of nods and he turns to the the priest and he goes, "Father, is there anything I can do for you this morning? Part of my vows are that I pledge a portion of my service to the church in every town I go to. You need any floors cleaned or fences repaired, things of that nature."
And he kind of looks up at you and goes, "Well, I feel like you've done quite more than clean a few floors in this town already now, so I wouldn't dare ask anything more of you, sir."
If you change your mind, I'll be in the inn down the road.
And he kind of just nods and goes, "What? Thank you, and I apologize for the unfortunate meeting we had, sir."
Things happen. I did have one favor to ask of you.
Absolutely anything. What can we do for you?
If I were to draft a letter, could you send it back through some of your colleagues and perhaps make sure it finds its way to my brethren in the Fleur Blanc?
He nods. Absolutely, sir. Yep, we could make sure that happens. No question.
Wonderful. If you have an office or something, I could use. I'm afraid I find myself short on ink and paper at the moment.
He kind of just points. There's a small side room, and he says, "Anything you need, please take or use whatever you need. It's yours."
Well, thank you. Emmerin, would you like to read over my report? And he turns and walks away towards the little side room.
I don't trust him, but he's a smarmy cunt and I like him.
Roland writes a report detailing his plans to betray the company and murder them all.
Emmerin reads none of it and is
nobody's any wiser. I'm in cahoots with the big bad of this campaign, who is the Owl Bear.
Yes.
It's the
You
friends
leave
we made
Steve
along the
out of
way.
this. Leave Steve out of this.
The final battle is just us fighting Steve and Buttonhead.
Not
No. They form an alliance. They form an alliance.
Then I will go through with this marriage just to divorce Duck.
I'm actually, you know what? I think the better call there would be to join them. It becomes Laia is the big bad in cahoots with Steve and Buttonhead.
Emmerin, do you actually want to read what he is saying? Or are you just going to kind of just stand there and let him do his thing?
Oh, I'm leaving.
Oh, okay. Very well.
Oh, I meant it. He's leaving. He doesn't give a fuck anymore. What is the surrounding area like in this?
Surrounding area town, surrounding area outside of town.
Outside of town.
So the area that you're in is the front of the town is towards like a large lake, at least as far as you know. The opposite side of town, the side that you guys came in from, there's the road, and then just a large portion of woods directly between the town and the river and the lake, the town, and then woods on the opposite side of it.
On the opposite side of the lake or on the opposite side of town? Sorry.
On the opposite side of the town.
So lake, town, woods.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, I'm also going to send you.
There is no woods. There's only Zool. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll Emmerin actually his whole purpose here was to A, interrogate the fuck out of Roland, and B, he wanted to head into the shallow part of the woods and look around for any herbs or flowers that he might think might make decent poisons or caustic agents or anything like that.
Go ahead and give me a survival check.
Survival. 13.
Also, give me a history check.
18.
Okay. So you go out into the woods and you try to recall some of the books and training that you have had about what's around in the area, what grows naturally, and you have a pretty good memory of what those things are, and you do a pretty decent job of finding at least a few things. Was there anything in particular you were looking to make other than just replenishing some of your supplies?
Replenish supplies, like I'll look for, again, like the bark that I was using to help out our hangover friend. Anything that could make like a mild poison or for coating blades or arrowheads or whatever as well.
So the bark would definitely not be in this particular area, but you would be able to find enough to make 2 small vials of poison out of what you found in the surrounding woods.
Okay. Next time I get some downtime, I'll say I do that. Yeah.
About the time that you're probably walking back into town, Sir Roland would be coming out of the church. You would be able to just kind of pass each other on the way or walk with each other on the way back to the inn.
Yeah, I'll walk with him.
Gad is still feeling absolutely horrendous. Laya, you're starting to feel a little bit better. You have a small headache, but you're not feeling quite as bad as you did this morning. By this point, it's going on about noon.
I'm assuming that my vomit is still on the floor in my room.
In your room, yes.
Then I'm going to do my best to try to clean up the vomit.
What are you going to use to clean up said vomit?
Are there any like towels or anything? Well, whatever their equivalent for towels is.
The only thing that would be in there would just be the bedding on your bed.
That's not very hospitable.
Say in an Airbnb. Full service rooms,
Cleaning
man.
fee. Okay, I guess I'll just leave it then.
Was there anything else in this town that you wanted to accomplish before you moved on to what your goal was beyond this, where you were stopping to drop off Gad?
Oh yeah, this was all just a side quest, huh?
This was just you dropping off Gad on the way to Elmenhof.
We're fucking just clowning around, man. Like
This whole
I'm having a great
party,
time.
this whole party's a bunch of fucking clown shoes.
You don't wear any shoes.
I know. I felt
Thank
it.
God for that. Can you imagine the condition of the thumb if he did?
Wait.
I wouldn't even have felt it.
It'd practically be a
Right.
pinky.
I hate
Very
it.
unfortunate thumb.
Anyway, again, was there anything else you wanted to do before you headed on down the road towards Elmenhof?
I think we've done as much damage as we possibly could to this town, so
I mean, besides burning it down, yeah, you're probably pretty right.
We've done enough to these poor people.
Don't give Orlo ideas.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure Orlo's definitely thought about burning this town down at least once already by now.
Is there like potion cellar type thing where we could grab some healing potions, or is that not here?
That's not something. The only thing that they really have here is just they would all go to the church for any types of healings like that, and what the church would have would be far below anything that would be useful for you guys as adventurers.
have we asked anybody about Elmenhof
No.
around here? Do you think we should maybe inquire? Not that Orlo would, but
What do Roland and I collectively know about Elmenhof then? How about we start there?
Okay. Both of you make a history check, please.
Natural 20. 22.
wow.
You know nothing. No.
An 11.
You don't know shit.
So Roland, this is a bit out of your purview, so that actually works very well. You would know kind of what it was. It's a larger civilization of less advanced civilization, at least advanced in the ways that people think of culture, right? So they don't have shops and they don't have exports and trade. It's just a group of people that kind of take care of themselves. It's very similar to Maya or Incan civilizations, like we were funny enough joking about earlier, things of that nature. But Emmerin, you would most certainly know a lot more about them, and again, it also oddly enough makes sense. You know that they're a very protective people. They are a very cut off people. They don't like people being around that are not their own. They don't
They're
let
kind of xenophobic.
yes, very much
Okay.
so. They don't like outsiders. They don't let people get near them. And at least from your personal experience, you know that there have been more than a few disappearances of people that were trying to head that way.
All right. So while we're sat around the table and Laya is kind of trying to get her shit together, we'll be talking about it, I guess, myself and Roland, and we'll come to those conclusions. Like, yeah.
I'm
Old-
still in my room.
Oh, you're still in your room. Okay, well.
And I'll just open the door. What?
You getting ready to go?
Fine. I'll pack
yeah.
right now.
Are you all right?
Better. Thank you.
Did the tea help?
Yes.
See, I'm not all bad.
If you say so.
He smiles and, all right, we'll be waiting downstairs.
And I'll get my stuff together and come downstairs.
So we're headed to Almenhof. Me and old Rolly here, we've been talking. We kind of put it all together that we it's not going to be easy. It's quite dangerous. They're not nice people. They don't like outsiders, and a lot of people have gone missing just by heading down that way. So we want to be careful.
Well, we can't just like walk in and hit them with the charm we usually do.
I don't think our particular charms are going to be much to their taste, Orlo.
I think it was always worth a shot.
You go first.
I didn't say that, but maybe you go first. I'll go second. Roland first. I'll go second. Someone can take the lead.
If you insist, I shall ride Vanguard. I don't have any problem with that. They can't kill me but the once.
He's not wrong.
That'll give us time to escape.
Through the trees.
Of course, I do pity you for the months of intensive mourning that will come afterward.
Of course. It would be very sad.
Thank you.
So how far are we away?
You're a little bit under 2 days of travel. There is one outpost on the way, on the southern tip of the road that you would definitely be familiar with, Emmerin. You and your people would probably frequently go through there, so it would be somewhere that you would at least know is in relatively good condition.
Okay.
It's not a very big place. It's 30 people that just kind of hold an outpost for the road just to make sure that bandits and random shit doesn't eat people.
What's the name of the outpost?
It's literally just, they just call them what they are. It's the Southern Outpost.
Southern Outpost. Okay. So I'll let you guys know that too. There is an outpost just before Elmenhof that I went away. We could at least stop there, gather some information before heading on.
And then from the Southern Outpost, it's straight south to Elmenhof, which is, it takes a day to get to the outpost, then a day to Elmenhof.
So now we're on the fourth day of Firewane.
So this is still all happened in the first.
Ooh, what a day.
Yeah, by the time you would have but if you want to just jump
It
ahead, we can.
It takes us 2 days to get there.
Yeah.
Oh, are we just talking about how long it's going to
Talking
take?
about going, yeah.
I thought we were time traveling. Okay.
That makes sense for Orlo. Orlo is time traveling most times. If there is nothing else you want to do here, we can definitely move the travel along. Do you want to make purpose of stopping at the Southern Outpost, or do you just want to head straight to Elmenhof?
Probably stop. Just like stop there to rest.
Yeah, we can see if anybody else is there.
Okay.
See if we can get any information about any goings on in the south area.
If you leave now, camping at night. You'll get there midday tomorrow.
And away we go.